Hey, it's Miss Wilson,
And Mr. Browse.
and we're doing the direct variation or constant of proportionality notes that you should have glued in your class today. So it's talking about proportional relationships, and when two variables or quantities have a constant ratio, we've been talking about ratios, their relationship is called direct variation. Underline it, put a box around it, or something. Direct variation is what we're going to talk about when we're doing y equals kx. And the constant ratio, constant variation, these all three things, constant ratio, constant variation, constant of proportionality, are all the same. Just a bunch of different ways to say the same thing. Constant of proportionality is k. So when we're talking about k, that's what we're talking about. And in this equation right here, the k, the constant of proportionality, the way that you find k is k equals y divided by x. So on these examples, you're going to find k, and then you're going to tell us, is it a direct variation? Well, I guess they are direct variations. So example 1, the time it takes Lucia to pick pints of blackberries is shown in the graph. Determine the constant of proportionality. So to find the constant of proportionality, first let's talk about our variables. We know on a graph, this is just quadrant 1, the bottom is x and the vertical one is y. So if I'm doing y divided by x, I need to actually know what my x values are and my y values. So I can look at the graph. For 1 pint, it takes 15 minutes, if that was an ordered pair. For 2 pints, 30 minutes, if that was an ordered pair. So you get the idea. 3 pints, 45 minutes. 4 pints, 60 minutes. So I have to double check that it's constant, so you're going to do it for several different things just to make sure they all equal the same. So we said constant of proportionality is y divided by x. Well, in an ordered pair, remember x is first, y is second. So we're going to try it for all the ones that we wrote, and maybe you wrote the other ones I forgot. So divide. 15 divided by 1. What is 15 divided by 1? 15. 30 divided by 2. What is 30 divided by 2?
15.
15. Thank you, Mr. Browse. 45 divided by 3, 15, and 60 divided by 4 is also 15. So since they all equal the same thing, yes, it's a direct variation, and then we know what k equals. Oh, what am I doing? Y equals kx. We know what k is. K is 15. So k equals 15, and y equals 15x. Ran out of space there. And somewhere you need to put, yes, direct variation. We can just put dv. That's good. Okay, example 2, Mr. Browse.
Okay, so example 2 says there are 12 trading cards in a package. Make a table and graph to show the number of cards in 1, 2, 3, and 4 packages. Is there a constant rate, a direct variation? So let's go ahead and look at this real quick. So let's go ahead and label our table. So right now we have the x and y. So Ms. Wilson just did it in a graph. It's no different doing it in the table. So you have an x and a y. So this says number of packages to number of cards. So for every package, there's 12 cards. Okay, so you can see right here for every package, there's 12 cards. So 2 is 24, 3, 36, 4, and 48. So we'll go ahead and write our formula. It's k equals y divided by x. And that's cards to packages. The other thing I want you to do is draw a little triangle over here, off to the side a little. If you can, there you go. So what you're actually going to do here is you're going to do y, k, and x. I know that you guys do these triangles in science. So this is like the same thing. So if you're trying to find y, you just multiply k times x. If you're trying to find k, you divide y by x. So in this one, we have k equals y over x. And so let's go ahead and start and see what we got. So if we do the same thing Ms. Wilson did, we have find the points on the graph, find the ordered pair. And so then we will just divide the numbers. So you have 12 over 1 is what?
12.
12. Thank you, Miss Wilson. Then we have 24 over 2. So 24 divided by 2 is also 12. 36 divided by 3, also 12. And 48 divided by 4, you guessed it, also 12. So in this one, K equals 12. So the direct variation would be y equals kx. And so y would actually equal 12x. Because that k is 12. That looks terrible. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we'll do the rest of the notes in class tomorrow. So make sure you have all this down and that you substituted k equals 12 for this for the direct variation.